Heartbeat, Carrie Underwood.
New Country, Wolf 105.1, 96.7. Brian working the overnight. Another big concert coming to Syracuse this summer. I'll give you the full scoop in 10.
Michael Ray, Real Men Love Jesus.
Number 1 for New Country, Wolf 105.1, 98.3 downtown Syracuse. It's Brian, and here's the big concert announcement that I promised you. Dierks Bentley returning to the Cuse. Saturday, August 6th, about 7 months away now. It'll be at the Lakeview Amphitheater. It should be an awesome show. I saw Dierks when he came to Syracuse a couple years ago with Miranda Lambert. That was at the On Center, and that was a really good show. So this one, I can only imagine, going to be even better since it's at the brand new Lakeview Amphitheater. Tickets not yet on sale, but once they do go on sale, we'll of course have them available to give away to you because we want to send you the show as always. So keep listening to The Wolf for that. Tickets not on sale, but once they are, we'll have them for you. Brothers Osborne coming up. Frankie Ballard. First, Jake Owen, right here on The Wolf.
Young and Crazy, Frankie Ballard.
Brand new album from Brothers Osborne now available called Pawn Shop. It came out last Friday and they performed some songs with Big D and Bubba. Sounds really good. Stay a little longer.
Jenna Kramer, I Got the Boy.
So we've all probably heard by now about the passing of Glenn Frey from the Eagles, and Granger Smith took to Twitter and said his songwriting was one of the first to inspire me to play guitar as a boy. Huge influence on Granger Smith.
Low Cash, I Love This Life.
New Country, Wolf 105.1, 96.7. Brian working the third shift, Tuesday Night Fun. Thanks so much for having us on. So I'm curious, what is one of the things you wish someone would have told you about life after marriage before you got married? I have a close friend of mine getting married soon, and I want to know what advice I should give him as to what he can expect after he's married. I'll give him my own advice. I'm married, so I can tell him some things. But what do you think? 472-0228. Call me up. Brad Paisley's on.
We didn't care.
Florida Georgia Line, Confession.
Central New York's number 1 choice for New Country, Wolf 105.1, 98.3 downtown Syracuse. It's Brian. And I mentioned earlier in the show about how we're probably all aware by now of the sad news from the band The Eagles. Glenn Frey from The Eagles had passed away. But little did I know, Glenn Frey had a huge influence on some of today's top country artists. For example, Granger Smith said that Frey influenced his songwriting. Brad Paisley said it's easy to see how the Eagles inspired great melodic guitar playing. And Travis Tritt, very emotional, said that Frey always went out of his way to acknowledge and encourage him ever since they first met. So Glenn Frey, a huge influence on many of today's country artists. So sad to see him go at the young age of 67. Sam Hunt coming up, 1,000 Horses. Lee Brice is first, right here on The Wolf.
Smoke, 1,000 Horses.
New Country, Wolf, text me a request, 31279, or Twitter at BrianWolf1051. Sam Hunt by request for Ryan and Cortland break up in a small town.
I knew I'd see you around.
Thomas Rhett, Die a Happy Man.
New Country, Wolf, what's your advice for someone who's getting married soon and what they can expect for life after marriage?
That you have to put one another first, and you have to have things in common with one another because your kids will grow up and move on, and you have to have one another forever.
Luke Bryan and Karen Fairchild, Home Alone Tonight.
New Country, The Wolf, it's Brian. Kelly Clarkson returning to American Idol for its final season this year. Not going to be a contestant like she was in season 1. Going to be a little bit different. I'll tell you more about this in 11 minutes. Hunter Hayes is on.
Drunk on Your Love, Brett Eldridge.
Number 1 for New Country, Wolf 105.1, 96.7. Brian working the overnight. Thanks so much for listening. And Kelly Clarkson, you remember her, season 1 American Idol winner, 15 years ago now. Well, Kelly Clarkson is returning to American Idol for the show's 15th and final season. But this time, not going to be a contestant, so she can't win again, but she will be in the judge's chair. She will serve as a guest judge and perform during this season's first live show, which will take place February 25th, about 5 weeks from now. So Kelly Clarkson, American Idol, first live show of the season, February 25th. Carrie Underwood coming up, another American Idol contestant. Blake Shelton, Florida Georgia Line as well, right here on The Wolf. 472-0228. What do you wish someone would have told you before you got married?
Well, this is kind of funny, but I wish someone would have told us to make sure we knew which way the toilet paper was going to hang on the roll. I would hang the toilet paper, I'd go to get it the next day, and he'd reverse it.
I love it when we're at a party.
Hey, what do you wish someone would have told you before you and your husband got married?
You know, there's a lot of things, actually, but probably the number one thing is that I wish
people would have told me that other people's opinions don't matter.
Oh, yeah, keep going with this. I like where you're going.
Because, especially family. I've been with my husband for going on 9 years now, and me and him have had our ups and downs, and my family's opinion weighed very heavily in our relationship there for a while. And now we're to the point where it's, you know what, we're happy, forget you guys.
Wow, great call. Powerful. Thanks. Zach Brown Band now. Beautiful Drogue.
I got a death wish. Her looks can't.
Jenna Kramer, I got the boy.
New Country, Wolf 105.1, 96.7. Brian working the overnight. Snow continues to fall around parts of central New York. Just keeps on coming. Can't catch a break from this, can we? At least the Orange got that huge victory over Duke Monday night. That puts you in a better mood, doesn't it?
Was the summer before should be here.
Brand new from Cole Swindell, You Should Be Here. You got it first, right here on The Wolf, as always. Thanks so much for listening tonight. It's Brian working the third shift. And wow, my heart's still racing from that Duke and SU game on Monday night. I can't believe SU pulled off the victory over Duke. 10-point underdogs, and they won 64-62. I'll take it, right? Now they get the whole week to recover from that thriller. They're back in action Saturday at noon. They travel to Virginia, playing the Virginia Cavaliers. And by the way, both UVA and SU have 13 victories on those seasons so far. So going to be a pretty even matchup, and should be another thriller for us on Saturday afternoon. It's on ESPN, by the way. Low Cash coming up. Luke Bryan, Blake Shelton, Ashley Monroe are first, right here on The Wolf.
Kick the dust up, Luke Bryan.
New Country, Wolf, it's Brian. Brand new country from Big and Rich on the way in just about 3.5 minutes. Not before Low Cash. I Love This Life on The Wolf.
I love my boots, bro.
Sam Hunt, break up in a small town.
New Country, Wolf 105.1, 98.3 for downtown Syracuse. And your next chance to win your way into that Lee Bryce Tyler Farr show in Rochester, Blue Cross Arena, February 5th. Coming up with Big D and Bubba later on this morning. Just be caller 9 to 472-0228 when you hear the Lee Bryce Tyler Farr signal to call. Pretty easy. Randy Hauser's on now.
Thomas Rat, die a happy man.
New Country, Wolf 105.1, 96.7. Good morning. It's already Wednesday. The week's half over. Look at that. It's Brian. Thanks so much for having us on. And I mentioned this earlier in the show, but I got to mention it again. I'm so excited about it. Dirks Bentley coming back to the Q's. Saturday, August 6th at the brand new Lakeview Amphitheater. Going to be a great show. I saw him when he came to the On Center with Miranda Lambert a few years ago. Tim McGraw's on the Wolf.
Running around in this new.
Keith Urban, break on me.
Wolf artist Keith Urban, who, by the way, is also coming to the Q's in August to the brand new Lakeview Amphitheater. He's coming August 25th. Dirk's coming earlier in the month, August 6th. So a couple of great shows coming to the Lakeview Amphitheater this summer. I can't wait. And we'll have tickets for both of them. Well, just a heads up, it is snowing in and around central New York again this morning, and we have the complete list of closings and delays, both schools and businesses, on our website, wolf1051.com. On the right-hand side of the page, there's a banner. It says weather-related delays, and the full list is right there. So if you're closed or have a delay, go back to bed. Luke Bryan coming up, Tim McGraw, Jason Aldean's first, right here on The Wolf.
Diamond rings and old bar stools. Tim McGraw and Catherine Dunn.
New Country, The Wolf, it's Brian and Luke Bryan coming to the Carrier Dome April 9th. It's sold out, and I promise you, The Wolf will have tickets for you as we get closer to the show. It's still a few months away, but I promise you, good seats coming your way from The Wolf. Keep listening for those. Home Alone tonight on The Wolf.
What you doing in this place?
Heartbeat, Carrie Underwood.
New Country, Wolf, it's Brian heading out to the snow. Wish me luck getting back home to Cortland. Big D and Bubba coming up next, keeping you updated on the weather and traffic. Here's Kelsey Ballerini. I'll talk to you again at midnight.